Hello, everyone. We are back for episode 8 of Wicked Messy.
Yep, episode 8 of Wicked Messy, covering episode 8 of In the City.
Yeah, I noticed that it's like
It's been
matching up
going
with that.
us.
Yeah,
So
I
we're
was
just
like,
geniuses.
Yep, perfect. Well, that makes sense because on the premiere was our first episode.
We planned for the premiere.
Right.
So we actually, like, this whole podcast thing just happened literally overnight.
Yep.
She said, "Hey, do you want to do a podcast?" And I said, yeah, we had like joked about it before, but it definitely couldn't come in fruition until like it happened at the exact time it needed to.
Literally.
Is what I'm trying to say.
The perfect time. Nice little distraction.
Yeah, and you need them these days, huh?
Yeah,
Your
I
life's
do.
been cuckoo bananas.
It is quite a roller coaster. Yep, and it's still going.
It's actually just so the episode name is caught in the crossfire, just like you, just like your
There
life.
we go. Okay, then.
All right, so we are watching them get ready for the first cast trip of In the City, and it's in Connecticut.
Yeah, what are we doing? Why are we going to Connecticut?
It's better than nothing.
What a joke. And I mean, I'll get into the house a little bit, but like, could we not find a better house in Connecticut? I can't imagine that they're expensive to rent.
Kyle's family's from Connecticut.
No. He's from New Hampshire.
Oh, I always get those mixed
I know.
up.
Why was it that Kyle and Amanda he just decided Connecticut was someplace he wanted to settle down? Because that's probably where you're getting that from, is he was like, let's find a house.
There's some connection to people that work in New York and living in Connecticut.
Maybe because it's like
thing.
Close proximity, so you could like commute in. Okay, makes sense. All right.
Which is why it's like big money over there in Connecticut too.
Gotcha.
Big money.
Okay, so certain parts probably.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, all right, gotcha.
It's better than nothing, but to be fair, I'm pretty sure the Valley and Southern Hospitality, both of them did not get a cast trip their first seasons.
True.
So we're doing better. And, it is better than freaking pickleball. And, I was hoping we get to see Kenny get pelted.
I know.
But
I know they didn't really show that much of the paintball.
I don't think I saw any of it.
No, the only thing was like Georgina, that's her name, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Her being like, "Oh, I want it for everyone."
Yeah.
Like,
we'll get into the paintball of it all. So right now the episode starts by showing all the separate couples getting ready for the trip.
Yep.
We see Lexi say to Andrea, "Oh, a full moon. That's why things have been so crazy."
Yeah.
That's why things are crazy, Lexi, not because the only friends you have in the city are friggin' whack jobs.
Batshit bananas. Yeah. Batshit bananas.
Yeah.
Batshit crazy.
Who else do we have? We have Amanda.
Yeah.
Who's nice and toasty in her fur vest.
Yeah, I know.
Her big fuzzy fur vest. I liked it.
I don't like her, so I don't like it.
You literally had one like that for years. We both did.
Okay, but now she ruined it.
Yeah, she did. I did like the vest though.
Yeah.
It's like we had a shitty rendition of it in the early 2000s.
I feel like I had like more of like a fuzzy furry little vest. I don't know if I had one to that magnitude.
No.
But like, why is that what you're wearing for that?
Well, she didn't know that she was going to be paintballing. Either way, we'll get to it.
But still, you're going on a road trip to Connecticut and you're wearing a fucking fur jacket.
And it's like, where's this coming from?
Right.
I mean, granted, we've only seen her for decades, like in the summer, so she can't wear fur, but that's just shocking to me.
But even still, what is this, October? We're not in the depths of the winter.
Oh, I think that was okay because of the color. It was very fall fur. It wasn't black.
Yeah.
But no matter what she does, we're gonna hate it because she sucks. All right. So we're driving on down.
We're driving.
Okay.
We're driving.
One car. We got Kenny.
Yep.
We need to talk about this. Kenny, Whitney, Lexi, Andrea. And for a second, I thought, is that production in the back? Why are their faces blurred? No, it was Danielle and Owen. Why were they like blurry in the back?
I didn't even notice that. But yeah, they didn't really talk at all during that ride either. So.
Well, they talked a little. That's how I knew it was in production.
Yeah.
It's like, who the hell is that? I've never
that is
seen
weird.
that.
That is
we'll
really
have to show a snapshot because I'm not kidding. It's not like, oh, you just kind of couldn't see them.
Yeah.
Her face was blurred out.
Yeah, how the hell did I miss that?
I don't know, but
But wasn't it also said that like it was questionable if she was going on? Imagine if like production made a mistake and they were like, oh, we didn't mean to have that like partially blurred, but like we had to keep that footage, so like they were blurred, so we just kept it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I was almost like, is it AI? Like, was this a different conversation? They just dropped them in. The whole thing was bizarre.
Everything's like questionable these days, which is so sad.
Yeah. Oh, with it being real.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, Danielle is still pissy about what happened at the fake wedding thing. So
Yeah.
she's letting her feelings all over the place in the car, and everyone's like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
well, you did. Kenny was like, well, you called her a bitch, and she was the bride. Danielle's like, I don't regret it.
Was she drunk though during that dinner? That's the weird thing. I feel like with Danielle, I can't tell when she's drunk unless she's like totally wasted. So that was ballsy of her to say bitch to Yvonne.
But I think that what we have to remember, like the most important thing about all of this is Yvonne's not just a cast member. It's Lindsay's legitimate best friend.
Right.
She has so much anger and animosity towards Lindsay that although it's out of character, I think when you're angry enough like that, you don't need any alcohol. Like it just spewed out.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
think she in that moment
It's
just
like the
hated
layers.
her.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Okay.
Another car, we have Amanda, Lindsay, and
Yvonne
Georgina.
and Nick.
No, Yvonne and Nick weren't with Amanda.
Were there 3 cars?
There must have been because they were talking about Yvonne in that car.
Okay.
Yeah, they were talking shit.
But those were 3-row cars.
Right, but
Was there 3? Okay.
I don't know. All I know is that they weren't in the car. Nick and Yvonne, I didn't see them in either of those cars, but they're also
No, they were with Kyle.
Oh, there you go.
Because right, so Gavin, Kyle, Yvonne, Nick.
Whitney, yeah.
Yeah, 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 okay, okay.
But
Wait, Whitney was not with Kenny?
I don't know. Kenny, Whitney, Andrea, Lexi, Danielle, and Owen were in one car. Amanda, Lindsay, and Georgina were in another car.
Yep.
So I don't know.
And then Kyle, Yvonne, Nick.
We're all in probably another
Gotcha.
car.
Okay.
The only reason I don't care who's in what car. The
Yeah.
reason that I'm bringing it up is because in that car ride with just the girls,
Yep.
which Amanda must have been like, thank God I'm in this car.
I know. Away from Kyle.
But Georgina tells us that she is happy to have some time away from the craziness of home.
Right.
And that she puts her kids to bed every single night, including
when they're with their father.
I'm
bananas.
confused.
Plus, you have a nanny because she mentioned the kids are with their dad, but the nanny is going to be taking care of them. What does this father do?
Well, I'm just confused with okay, so normally I'd say, well, that's A+ co-parenting.
Yeah.
But we know that he like left her in the middle of the night.
Right.
There's tons of animosity. My question is, when you're going to put your kids to bed at his house every night, are you insisting on that, or is he insisting on that?
Right. Or is he not there and like works late? And
is she insisting, or is he refusing to do it?
Right.
That's what I'd like to know.
Right.
Because
and what is this man's name?
I don't know.
That's what I want to know. We need to dig up some info on this
Mr.
guy.
Nobody.
Literally. But yeah, that's wild.
Yep. Crazy.
And she has her own practice. She's very successful. Like that's
Beautiful.
absolutely insane because I'm sure she has late nights doing injections and stuff like that. And then you have to run over to like your exes to put your kids to bed. Like you can't even. Yeah, wild.
Right. Now are driving and we end up in the middle of nowhere.
Mhm.
And I think Lindsay's like, Kenny, are you trying to kill us?
Yeah. And Amanda's like, what is this?
Oh my gosh.
And
It
I'm
did look a little scary.
It did.
But then,
yeah.
then when I saw
and then
this
like all the
paintball-
things were knocked down in the front, like all the whatever, like barriers and stuff. I'm like, this is really sketchy.
it reminds
Like a war
me.
zone.
It's there's one, I think it's in actually Connecticut or maybe it's New Hampshire.
Yeah.
And it's like it's paintball, but it's zombie paintball.
Oh, that's cool.
I've never paintballed before. And I never would.
Never would. Yeah, because of
Oh.
the pain.
I'm just
It's
too
no
much
joke
for me.
to get hit with those things.
Yeah, you get pelted.
Yeah. Yeah. not
And
for
just
me.
I wouldn't even play.
But why don't they come up with softer ones that still break?
It's called laser tag.
Which I love.
I never played that either.
Oh, we gotta go because
And
it's fucking fun.
The only way I'll ever do that.
and it's scary. It's like exhilarating.
that's-
pop out on someone.
No, you don't understand. That's what I don't like. That's why I'm not scared
But
of
it's
paint.
fun.
I'm not scared of paintball
No,
because of the
you'll
pain.
get killed in laser tag because you'll be screaming the whole time, so everyone's gonna know where you are.
But yeah, I'm never doing it.
Me and Tim needs to bring you.
No, I mean we'll have to because of friggin' Desmond.
Yes!
That's what parents do, right? I
Yes,
guess.
you have to.
I
Yes.
I do have.
And then Auntie will be coming.
All right, you can.
Okay.
You can be on my team, and he can be on Tim's team.
Perfect.
Bye.
I'll just like put my hand over your mouth the whole time.
Literally. Okay, so although I really don't give a shit about this paintball thing that much,
Yeah.
but I loved Lindsay's strategy
Yeah.
of picking all the people that hate her the most to be on her
Yeah.
team.
Yeah.
What did she say? She's like, keep your friends close,
No, it's keep your friends close, keep
but
your enemies closer.
closer.
Yeah. Yep.
I was
Yeah,
like,
she's
that is
smart.
smart. She's lucky that they
She's
still
always
didn't
thinking ahead.
hit her anyways.
I know.
I'd be like, screw
I
you.
would have right to the
Pop, pop.
dome.
I think that would kill someone, right?
If you hit the temple the right way, yeah.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
you're a doctor pretty much, so you know exactly
Now
what
you
I know.
know.
All right. We
Jinx.
did also, sorry, but here we did get a flashback of Whitney consoling Danielle at the wedding party and saying, like, hey, you know what? People just need to get to know us and our couples better.
Yes.
And I'm like, that's not the problem here.
So this is then now showing like the theme that's going to come up with Whitney and her being a little sneaky in when she does kind of pipe up, which
Towards
is
the very end.
interesting. Yeah.
It's almost like her and Kenny, halfway through the season, somebody grabbed them and said, listen, you, Whitney, you're the most boring person I've ever seen in your life. Your looks are only going to carry you so far with the reality TV.
100%.
Kenny, you're a little whiny crybaby that runs off when you get,
Either you're
confronted.
starting drama and like backs against the wall or you're crying.
So now Whitney seems to have taken on Kenny's personality,
I know.
and Kenny started to take on Whitney's personality.
Yep. Yeah, she's getting messy.
Oh my God.
She's getting
I just
messy,
realized that.
Bessie. Oh my God.
I'm like,
I'm like, this is too much. It's like production literally skimmed through this footage and was like, let's find all the times that Amanda like acts like she hates Kyle just to like push this Scamanda more. It's crazy.
It wasn't hard to do, probably.
Not at
she
all.
genuinely she hates him.
Hates him.
Like sometimes she'll like laugh, but I think that's the moments that she remembers she's free.
Yeah, she's like a different person if Kyle's not in the room.
Quite literally.
Literally. Yeah.
All right, let's talk about they get to this house. Yeah, I mean, we don't have to, go over it too much, but could they not? And the thing is, the house was nice at first glance. The thing was,
I know.
But
why is Amanda and Kyle put in a bedroom with two twin beds? Like you couldn't find a house that had all like one like queen beds?
Well, it sounds like Kenny actually did have to book the trip, whereas usually they just make it seem like that, but it's production.
Which is that? Yeah, I was gonna say production's doing that. So again, is this a setup?
I don't know if production did though.
What are the chances that Amanda and Kyle's room is the only room that's two twin beds?
I mean,
honestly, they have to plan this ahead of time.
Right.
You know the layout of the house. You know what the bedrooms look like.
Oh, well, right. But I mean, they didn't know who's going to end up there.
Out of all those people.
Wait, how come Lindsay and
Georgina were together?
Why wouldn't they have those beds? Okay.
Because we're going to talk about that.
We're going too quick. Okay.
Yeah.
So obviously there's no trip on Bravo that's a good trip unless we have a showdown about the rooms, right?
Right.
Like that's the only way.
Although, because Summer House, they don't take any trips or anything like that. So that never came up.
I mean, in the beginning, they always fight about the rooms, and then Kyle and Amanda always got the primary. They've never been in a position because
Lindsay made that comment too, right? She was like, for as long as I've been on reality TV, I've never had to fight about a room.
Well, she maybe hasn't, but I mean, Kyle and Amanda, that was like part of the 17-page email that they all got. It's because they got the primary.
Right.
And Kyle's whole thing back then was like, this house wouldn't even be a thing if it wasn't for me.
Well, that's the thing. He started the whole thing, so obviously.
But there was still.
And also, they were the only couple.
Right. So Amanda's never had to fight for a room in her life. Although
Right.
she doesn't seem like the type of person that would even care. She's like, let me just put my fucking head down.
Yeah, absolutely.
She's like a normal person.
But she did care this time.
Did she that much
Yes.
though?
She literally went on and on about like, I can't believe, and throughout the episode, not initially, but do I really even have to share a room with this man? That was said so many times. I was like, this is ridiculous. Like, again, are we losing the plot yourself, Amanda, that you're trying to figure out this marriage? And
did she forget that what they're telling us?
That's what I'm saying. I think she was so in it with West that in the city was like a washout for her where she's like, nope, we're done, Kyle.
She blacked it out because that's true. Like you're supposed to be working on things.
I know.
So,
and you don't even want to sleep in the room. Never mind it's not, she was upset about the twin beds. She was like, I can't believe I have to be in the room with him.
See, I think I misunderstood. I thought that she was saying, I'd even rather be in a normal sized bed with my husband that I moved away from, but now we're in a literal kids room because we're the kids of the group.
But that's how she started it, and then it changed to, "Gavin, you're gonna be in here because I can't even believe I have to share a room with him."
Yeah, and that Gavin, if he's annoying, we can switch, like, that whole, like, laugh
I
thing.
know.
I stood in front of the TV for 5 minutes when I watched this episode, and Tim was like, "Alicia, what are you doing?" Taking
She
screenshots of her doing that handshake laughing, and I'm
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
use it for our thing because it's so funny
Oh
because
my
she's
god.
so
I can't wait.
embarrassing.
I know. She really is.
Um, okay, so Kenny and Whitney are like, "Well, Yvonne and Nick, we thought we'd give you guys the room to, like, as an olive branch."
Which was really nice.
Smartest thing I've heard all day.
Right.
And Lindsay and Georgina over here, and Lindsay's like on it like Sonic. She's like, "Excuse me, we actually are going to be taking the primary suite."
Right, which is fucked up on Kenny's part. Lindsay and Kenny figured out this trip together.
Okay.
Why was that not discussed prior?
And only discussed with Whitney.
Right, on the spot.
And Whitney's like, "Well, I pretty much planned this trip." It's like, okay, so either you and Kenny planned the trip or he and Lindsay planned the trip. Considering nobody probably planned this trip besides production.
Right.
I'm assuming that Whitney probably gave some ideas or something.
Yeah.
Either way,
But
Kenny
Lindsay pulled out the little welcome gifts and everything, and she
That
set
she
all that
did.
up. Yeah. So
Right.
she was fully a part of it.
Right, so it was weird of Kenny not to run that by her, but
Right. Again, is this
if
production?
but if I were her, I'd just pretend that it was my idea too. It's a get out of jail free card.
Yeah, that was
I would have played along and been like,
Me too.
"Oh, duh."
Me too. Me too. Because, like, Lindsay, you have a beautiful apartment in New York. It's a weekend away in Connecticut. You literally just blew the fuck up out of your best friend's second, third wedding. Come on.
Just who gives a
Just
shit?
let it go.
She's like,
And
"Well."
Georgina, kiss my ass.
Georgina was, I mean, I can't even believe that she was going along with this. And if I was Yvonne, I'd be like, "Georgina, honey, funny, what do you think you're doing? You're trying to like step into my spot right now?" Like,
Right.
because at the end of the day, Georgina is like, I'm obsessed with her.
Yeah.
Yvonne is Lindsay's best friend.
Right. And that's so lost in this whole show.
And we
But this
get
is something I wanted to say even before the paintballing. So when they were getting ready for this trip, they showed the like a clip of Yvonne and Nick talking about like Nick being like, "We gotta go, like we should go, blah blah blah." And Yvonne was very feisty during that conversation with Nick, which is a totally different person than we see in these actual clips. It's like, Yvonne, why do you hide this side of you of being like upfront and like no bullshit? Like, what the fuck? Put your fucking big girl pants on. How many times can I say this?
Well, I think, but it's so maybe we're seeing it happen now because it must be really freaky having legitimate production like equipment in your face all day.
But that's the same thing as that flashback of her and Nick talking. They're set up in two chairs. There's cameras right there.
Right, but I'm saying as the season continues, people get more and more comfortable.
More comfy. Okay.
Because like now she's really piping up, and it's like,
But I didn't see. Okay, maybe this is where you're missing it. I'm saying, like, even once they get to the house and it's all live and they're all together, I don't see that side of Yvonne that I saw from this flashback of her talking to her husband.
So
where production's filming.
I
them.
didn't, but then when she had the one-on-one with Lindsay, I did see that.
Kind
We'll
of,
get to that.
kind
Let's
of,
okay.
yeah.
So Lindsay says it's a different level of exhaustion when you have kids and they wouldn't get it. Now listen, I can admit that it is a different level of exhaustion, and it's so cringe to say it because when I didn't have a kid, I'd roll my eyes at people that said that because we're all tired. No one gets an award for being more tired. Truth is, you're like systematically like deprived of sleep. But by that logic, I can tell you from my own experience, I am crazy tired, but that means I could fall asleep on a rock.
Exactly. So you wouldn't.
I'm so
give a
tired I could fall
shit
asleep
about
anywhere.
that.
I don't
Yeah,
care.
you're just happy to like have a break.
Give me a pillow.
Literally.
I'll sleep on the roof.
Literally.
So that by that logic, Lindsay girl.
But also, she does have a nanny too. So it's like, honey bunny, you're not looking good for all the single moms out
Ooh.
there. Lindsay,
Oh, she has
she's a
a
full
nanny?
fucking time. Yeah, she's been on the show.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
wow.
And
Lucky,
Dad takes
sucky.
Gemma.
Yeah.
So
she's-
like,
I need to, yeah, that's, yeah. So, anyways, she, and I will say to Georgina, the second she connected that it's about her kids and this confrontation, she just mama beared.
Yeah, she did.
She just went, like, saw red.
Yeah. She was like, "No one's gonna fucking say this shit. You don't understand, blah, blah, blah." Yeah.
Now, of course, all this happens and everyone's just like, okay. Like, Yvonne's being mousy, being like, because she realizes at this point she's not getting the rum.
Yeah.
And she's like, thank you so much, Kenny and Whitney. That was so thoughtful of you. Saying it like loud so Lindsay could hear it.
But still not enough for a show like
no.
this. It's like, come on, make a little argument here. Like, let's see a little bit of a pop here. Like,
And the thing is, too,
blow up.
and I don't want to make assumptions because you never know.
Mhm.
Because I can see it, and there is proof of them being friends forever. But if this is really your best friend, no matter how nervous you are, let me put it this way: if we ended up tomorrow on a show together, okay,
Yeah.
and let's say it was my show,
Yeah.
and you wandered on somehow,
Right.
but at the end of the day, it's me,
Yeah.
and I did something like that to you, could you even control your anger?
Fuck no.
I'd blow the fucking house up.
I'd take the cabinets off. I would like.
I drowned Kyle in the bath.
But you have to remember, like, if it was literally the same scenario and it was after you fucked up my whole wedding too and you were crying about your baby daddy, yeah, no, I would take all the cabinets off. The fridge would be empty. Like, everything would be in total disarray.
Yeah.
Like, I would be popping off.
Yeah,
It's
literally.
wild. I don't get it.
So how do you hold that in is what I'm saying. If Yvonne, if they
I
are
don't know.
truly best friends, I'm not
I
saying that
know.
they're not good friends. I'm not saying they don't have
No,
a
she
history.
said, what, 13 years or something?
But it's
Like, doesn't
I
make sense.
although it does sound, she did, I hate jumping ahead, but she did say, we've had a completely different relationship since she's had the kid.
Okay.
Because she's making it very clear in the way she talks to me that her stuff is more important than my stuff.
Which, I mean, that's kind of who
It is.
she is.
It is so hard to like dance around with that, though.
But it's kind of Lindsay's way or the highway in all senses.
Yes,
So
it is.
it's like, if you're a friend, you got to kind of accept that. But yeah.
All
I
right.
agree. She should have popped off.
Okay, let me get us back on track here.
Yep.
So now we have Whitney.
Whitney and Lexi.
She confides in Lexi.
Which I'm like, girl, Lexi would be the last girl on this show that I would confide with. Does she not remember the bench scene from episode 2 of Lexi making up or not making up, but like spewing all this stuff about Kenny that Kenny's saying? Like, what are you thinking? Girl, she's got loose lips.
Lexi has done this like 40 times.
Literally,
It's actually all she
stirring
does.
it all up.
She looks at the moon. She screws Andrea and she stirs shit up.
She's probably going to say it was the moon that made me do that.
That threesome doesn't sound that bad, actually.
Who? Andrea, Lexi, and Whitney?
No, not no. Staring at the moon, sleeping with Andrea, and stirring up shit.
Oh my God, yeah.
What a life
Just
this
number
girl
2
has.
for me, please.
What a life that
Wait,
is.
was it in the beginning when they did that scene? And I've seen so many memes of it when he's in his briefs and he's like, "What?" or and I'm like, oh,
I took a picture of
just
that one
love
too.
you.
Maybe it will be for the pod. Maybe it will be for
God,
my
I
own
love him.
reasoning.
He's just like
He's so hot.
perfection. Oh
So
my
hot.
God.
All right. So as Whitney's telling Lexi this, Lexi's looking at her like, do you have any idea
know.
what you're saying?
I
I've never heard
know.
her say that before.
It's almost like, I'm going to tell on you.
No, literally. well, no, it's like you can tell that
In
those,
what she says too.
but you can tell that the two of them have had this conversation
Yeah.
before. But Lexi's like, you're on your own here.
Yep.
She's like,
And
I've
this
never
is filmed.
literally.
Like, it's not just in my ear, it's filmed. And Lexi was so like neutral with her statement. She was like, I don't really know about that.
that's literally how she said it and how she looked.
Yeah. And
Um,
this is when Whitney says Lindsay's pulling the mom card.
The single mom card.
Yeah.
That's important because in real time, Lindsay took to threads after this episode came out and said, to be clear, I have never used the phrase single mom.
Right.
I used the phrase working mom
Yeah.
or something like that.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Well,
Okay.
what's the difference?
yeah, I mean, that's usually single moms have to work. That's how that
Right.
works.
You
And
not
single-
can't not work.
like people
as a
work.
single
That's how
mom.
the world goes round and round.
Unless you're living in a shelter, like you have
like
to
Lindsay,
work.
come on, you're using the mom card.
She is. She said it in the whole beginning.
But that's the thing. If you're going to use the card, you can't use it for everything.
Exactly.
So now you just wasted
And
the
that's
mom
what
card
Whitney's
on.
saying.
Yeah, and good for her because she's not wrong. Because listen, I can tell you, I get slapped across the face if I try to use that every single day. Because guess what? You're not the only person in the world that has kids.
Exactly. exactly.
Not the only person.
Right.
So now Lexi runs
And
off.
also, let me point out, that could be offensive to some women as well, especially, like, maybe what if Yvonne and Nick have been trying to have kids and, like, they can't? Like, I just feel like that's, like, you're pushing it. I don't know.
Yes,
Just a
I
thought,
mean,
and Lexi and Andrea are trying to have kids right now, so I don't know. Yeah.
she's pregnant.
Well, she is real life.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I agree. It is weird. It's one of those things. It's something that Lindsay has been waiting for years to have this mom energy.
Mhm.
And it's like you're taking it too far. I mean,
I
you are
know.
like 37 or something. Just because these fools you've surrounded yourself with don't have kids yet,
Right.
most people do. And you're acting like you're going through things. You're inventing the wheel with these problems.
And this isn't moms in the city.
Right.
This is like majority just like relationships. No one has kids. Like your kids are not on the show. It's not about that family life aspect. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, you can't use that as a card.
No.
Although I did. So Georgina finds this out from Lexi.
Yeah.
And then Georgina is like, I'll be the one to tell Lindsay.
Yeah.
So we see them chatting. Georgina is pissed at this point.
I know.
She's more mad than I think Lindsay is.
Well, Lindsay
actually.
popped off right away and she was like, not the fucking rum thing.
Yeah.
Like, and
Well, she's
storms out.
drinking her wine and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah. I'm like, she's getting activated.
Oh yeah, with the cutest shirt on. I just love
Yeah.
her little shirt.
She always looks good, honestly.
She killed me though. She's like, must be really hard doing Pilates every day and drinking matcha and begging your boyfriend for a closet.
I know that I literally wrote that quote in my notes. I was like, I can't. And that was mean.
I mean, it must be really hard.
But like,
Oh, the poor
okay,
girl.
so if we're gonna preach we're a working mom and everything, again, we have to be a role model, and we're not doing that. You're going tit for tat, and I honestly,
That's a
if
good point.
Whitney's saying she's using the single mom card, I don't think that's equivalent to Lindsay just ragging on this girl's entire life.
And also, it's like, is that what Whitney does all day? I'm sure she gets to do those things, but I have a feeling that Whitney was a whole person before this happened. She was
She
on
was.
The Bachelorette and shit. Did
Yeah,
you
I
know
know.
that?
She was doing a lot.
Like,
She made her own.
but the thing is, Lindsay,
and an influencer.
and here's the thing, and we love Hub House.
Yeah.
This is all love.
I love her.
And I could care less about Whitney. I think she's pretty, but I have no, like,
She's not gonna
I'm not
last.
invested in her like
Yeah.
I am with Lindsay. But the truth is, with Lindsay, she is looking at all of these people being
Yep.
like, I know I created this game. You don't know this game.
Yeah.
The thing is,
That's the
Linz,
thing, she's on a level
but
up.
but the thing is, Linz, you're not full on leveled out, dude. You think that you're
know.
on top, but what you're forgetting is people like Whitney, that's a different reality TV, The Bachelorette, one
Yep.
that you would sink in.
Oh my god, she would absolutely drown.
She would drown. So it's like you think you know the game, but there's so much more to learn. And I think that in this city has gotten to her head a little bit
I know.
in the worst way. And I
know.
really like
And I'm sorry, but
her.
Kyle's there too. So it's actually not all about you, Lindsay. And it's not all your show. Like, it's a spinoff. They were asked too. Like, you're not the only one. I could see if you brought the whole, you know what I mean? So yeah, I agree. I agree.
And I hate to say it, it's the truth.
Yeah. So I don't remember when this happened. I feel like this is when Lindsay stormed out. She went downstairs to get more wine or something.
Hmm.
And Owen is there with the wine bottle. And does he ask her maybe, like, do you want more wine or something? And then Lindsay says, don't poison me. And did you see Owen and hear his response?
No.
He said, I wouldn't dream of it. Scary. I think he is dreaming of that. And
No.
like, after the comment about the fucking bitch at the end at the dinner,
I know, that
and then
was-
him saying, I wouldn't dream of it.
I think that
That's such a backward statement.
I know, but I think that he looks at Lindsay and he's whatever. Who knows? He's probably a
So who
psychopath.
thinks of that statement? I wouldn't dream of it. And the way he said it.
I don't know. It sounds like he's got a little tit for tat. It sounds like he's a little faster than
But
Lindsay.
Irish are like that a little
They're
bit.
quick. It's good.
Yes, they
I mean,
are.
I think that's not a bad
There's a lot of
thing.
backhanded things. So it's like, I think you're dreaming of killing this girl.
No, I think no.
He wants to kill her.
I think he just wants her gone. I think
Yeah,
he's like, why
just
did I
like,
sign
get
up
out
for
of
the
my
show?
life.
I think that
And
whoever
leave Danielle
who
alone.
knows what his ex-wife was,
I know.
but I can see him wanting more of a.
Do you think she was blonde or brunette?
I'm gonna tread lightly with this. I think that his ex-wife was more of a Lindsay, and I think
Okay.
he wants to be with the Danielle.
Okay.
Danielle's smart. She has a good head on her shoulders. She's educated. She is pretty. She has all these things. But at the end of the day, she's always going to be a side character.
Yeah.
Lindsay
Yeah.
is always, can be volatile, all this, but she's main character energy. And a lot of men can't deal. Not only can they not deal with it,
Lindsay's
they find
an
it
alpha.
repulsive.
Lindsay's an alpha. Danielle is what I like to call a beta alpha, meaning she's got a little bit of pep in her step and she can stand for things, but she's not to the level of the full alpha like Lindsay is. Yeah, absolutely.
And then you have the top alpha, Paige.
Oh, yeah.
It's that alpha that doesn't need to be an alpha.
Just like, go fuck off.
She doesn't care what she is, and that's what makes you an alpha. Love you, girly pop.
Oh, I love you.
R.I.P. All right, so
she's still kicking in Italy.
In Italy?
She's in Italy right now. Yeah, that's where all her posts are. You see the one mirror? She'll do that in her hotel room. She'll pick one mirror and do all her photos of outfit of the day. I love her. And that's why they're doing Giggly Squad separately. Because she's out of the country. She goes there every single summer with her family.
I know.
Yeah. But is Joe there with her? Like, what's going on? Joe?
I think Craig only got there one time with her. So it takes a while from my understanding.
True.
Which is good. Like, don't just bring any boyfriend on your family trip with you because then all of your friggin' vacation photos are ruined.
Yeah.
Listen, fiance, longtime boyfriend.
Fine.
Fucking what, they've been dating for less than a year?
I know.
Don't
She hasn't really
yuck
posted
my
it. The only thing she posted was that picture of the mirror and it was their feet. That's the only thing she's posted of Joe. Which is wild.
Yeah, well, she's probably like, I got to keep this stuff secret because it ruined my life last time.
I know.
Well, no, that man ruined everything.
Craig
but whatever. Okay, so now I think we're at the part where Lindsay's like, let me talk to Yvonne.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes? Or is it Kyle's ripped asshole?
Kyle's ripped asshole.
Yeah. So they're in the kitchen.
Can you explain to me?
Fucking Kyle.
So just a little blast from the past. I know you did a rewatch recently, so you might actually. I'm sick, so I remember this. Like, but you might because you rewatched Winter House.
Yeah.
If you remember, Tom Schwartz had an anal fissure, and he had to go to the hospital. And where was that? It's in Vermont. So that happened to him in Vermont.
Yeah.
And now 2 years later, now Kyle, who was also on the Winter House that year. Now Kyle
may have been in New Hampshire when he got that fissure.
Yeah. So now he has the anal fissure just like good old Tom Schwartz.
Dumb. Like, I don't.
Well, why did he take so much of this
4
stuff?
times the amount? Like, are you out of your mind? And his dad's absolutely hilarious. I feel like his dad wanted him to like fuck up, and then he was like, ha ha ha, I take stool softeners too, buddy.
Yeah, well, who would have predicted that he'd take 4 times the amount?
I know.
That's one of those things that it's like you know that you have to be down to a science. There's a reason that they have that. It's not like ibuprofen where you just grab, and whether you grab 3 or 4, you're like, whatever.
And I feel like it might have
laxatives?
been more than 4 times. It's not even laxatives, though. Metamucil, it's fiber.
Oh, right.
It's fiber.
Right.
But I think he took more than 4 times the amount because I don't know how that
I think he
happens.
took laxatives and just doesn't want to say it.
Let me tell you, constipation is a big thing with alcoholism. So, Kyle, I think we got to look at the root of the problem here, not what we need to fix the problem.
The problem is we can't get to the root because it's like he's like a tooth. We know that it's rotting, right? We have the x-rays.
There's a hole.
But when you look at the tooth, you've never seen such a white, perfect tooth. Kyle literally has never looked better. It's like you're literally
He's aging backwards.
You're literally must be like deteriorating on the inside.
Oh my God, he must
from
be
alcohol,
so
but you
unhealthy.
literally have never looked more refreshed.
I know.
So that's the root of the problem.
He's fucking something.
All right.
But him talking about the bath, I just can't with his Epsom salt.
Oh my God. I was like, ew, don't take a bath in that bath. But
gross.
But I thought to myself, maybe in New York they only have the showers, and he's been dying to take a bath for forever.
Yeah, probably.
That's the only thing. And he's a guy, they don't care. Like Tim would take a bath there. You can pay me to take a bath in that bath.
I know. I always get weirded out with jacuzzi tubs, and I'm like, what happened in here? Yeah.
Yeah, it's just gross. Lindsay and Yvonne.
Yep.
So Lindsay kicks things off by sitting down and saying, "Then you want to play chess?"
I know.
I'm like,
Lindsay,
you're so mean, dude.
I know. It's like she's like missing the point at all points, and she's like, "It's about me. I want to be funny."
And here's my thing. Now I need to know: is this production, or are they like really? Did Lindsay really not follow up with her after, like, because I assumed the scene wrapped and they all went home, laughed, and drank together.
Right.
But I actually think that I am
The
wrong about
I
that.
know, and that they didn't interact. Well, I think Lindsay even said that. It was in the car ride, she was like, "We used to talk
That's what I'm saying.
multiple times a day.
Yes.
We have not spoken."
Right, but it's one thing to say that, but for me to actually believe that, because that
Mhm.
would mean that that whole other scene was real,
Right.
and production, and it's crazy, but I do actually think that now. I think that after they literally was like they did not talk. I think Yvonne was devastated,
Yeah.
and I think that Lindsay didn't say to Yvonne, "Hey, this is the name of the game. It's nothing personal, but if we talk, like, it's gonna not feel as real."
Right.
So I think Yvonne's crying at home being like, "My best friend in the world has absolutely betrayed me." Meanwhile, Lindsay has not thought of it as she
Not at
doesn't give
all.
a shit.
Not at all.
And you can tell that Yvonne's
I
like,
know.
"Hey, this is our real life friendship.
Yeah,
You're
like,
fucking this up."
"This is real. Let's
Hello?
change here." Yeah. Yeah,
It
yeah,
was
yeah.
haunting.
No, I know.
And she's like, but although she was pretty much telling Lindsay, like, "You're the one that was supposed to be like corralling these idiots."
I know.
And Lindsay's like, "I mean, dude, it's not my fault." And it's like, well, the part where you're like crying about your baby daddy and
Standing up, jumping around and screaming at Kyle and Amanda, yes, it is your fault, honey.
but it's like that's the thing. Like you could like speak up for Kyle and Amanda, but you couldn't tell everyone to shut up for Yvonne.
Yeah.
Uh, so no, but the thing is, but then Lindsay starts saying, "Listen, Yvonne, I'm sorry that things didn't work out at your post courthouse dinner."
I know. She was still, like, throwing, like, little
Jabs,
jabs.
she
Yeah.
was. And then she's like, "I went to your bachelorette, I went to your bridal shower, I went to Mexico."
Yep. I went to the court.
It's like, okay, well, if a real friend doesn't make it sound like that's the worst thing in the world.
Or keep record and then throw it in someone's face. Like, what?
And I did what I did like Yvonne, because she was not backing down. Was she being as
No.
loud as Lindsay? If you do it right, you don't need to be loud.
No, you don't. You can be respectable and, like, keep the same, tone
And
of
she
voice and
did.
volume,
She
and
was
she
like,
did.
"Lindsay, I'm not backing down from you." And I loved the part where she looked at her genuinely and she was like, "I'm confused. Do you want me to apologize to
I know.
you?"
I know.
And
And
Lindsay was like,
I was like Team Yvonne. I'm like, dude, I don't know what the fuck's happening in this scene. How did this woman get on this show, though? Did Lindsay just, like, talk her up? Because, I mean, I would think production would be like, okay, this is going to be like they're popping off on each other. Like, I just don't get what Lindsay said to get Yvonne on the show.
or Katie DeLuca.
Or Katie
How did
DeLuca.
Amanda
And
pull
why
that
the
off?
fuck is she not in Connecticut?
I don't know.
She just pops in when she wants.
I've never seen her. I've seen her once.
She was on the dinner, yeah.
Yeah.
She's been in, like, 3 or 4 episodes. No,
Yeah.
maybe 2 or 3.
She was when Amanda was packing and Lindsay came over.
Yes.
And but then the one at the dinner, I don't think that random lady that we were like, whoa, I don't
Nope.
even think that was her.
That was Katie, yeah.
What, she dyed her hair black for one scene?
No, she was blonde.
We'll have to revisit
Yes.
this.
No, it was
I don't know.
her.
Either way, so pretty
She
much
came to Amanda's defense.
Yvonne is saying, "Can you apologize to me like my best friend, or do you want to give me a TV personality apology?
Yeah.
The choice is yours."
Yeah.
And ultimately, Lindsay apologized. I think she's still not convinced that she had anything to do with it.
Absolutely not. She's like, I was thrown into it. They pulled me in and probably like, I need the spotlight. And it is what it is. You got to deal with it, buttercup.
Yep. And they say, you know what? Let bygones be bygones. Let's keep it moving, because
Yeah.
we got a messy dinner that we have to
I
attend.
know.
And then we get to the dinner, another group dinner.
Which starts off with Amanda not wanting to sit with Kyle
No, right away.
immediately. And Andrea, hilarious. He loves to say, you guys are married. Sit with your wife. Sit with your husband. I'm like, Andrea, you are like,
I don't think he even gets that they don't like that. Like, I think
I
when Kyle
know.
freaks out, this is the first
he's
time
just like,
Andrea,
what?
he can't believe
Pasta?
it. Yeah. He literally is like, what's going on? So it all starts by, I think it was Gavin, or maybe it was Kenny, same thing. It was like, by the way, congrats, 14 people.
No. No, that's not how it starts. It starts with Georgina making a toast, I think it was Georgina, to Gemma's taking her first steps. Then Gavin pipes up after they're all cheersing and says, I just want to cheers to Kyle getting 14 DJing gigs.
Oh my
They literally had like a millisecond to celebrate Gemma walking, which is huge, yes. But again, we're not on Moms in the City.
No,
This isn't about
these
your
people don't give a
kids.
shit.
Right.
To them, they don't even have, that's not even a big deal. They've never changed a diaper in their lives.
And is this truly Gavin's personality to like just keep stirring this shit up? Like,
I don't know what his personality is.
I can't put my finger on this guy.
Well, no, honestly, like, forget about the height. A few weeks ago, you called him a leprechaun, and I think that needs to be restated because it's not. But forget about the height. If he was 6 foot tall, he would still give the same energy.
Yeah, like he's running around the table, like pulling people's coattails.
Yeah,
and
like looking for the gold.
Yes,
like,
that's leaving dust everywhere.
He just happens to also be short, which just feeds into the image of him being an actual leprechaun.
Right. And Kenny saying he has mini clothes makes it even worse.
Yeah, so he did that to him.
But yeah, I think Gavin wants to be Kyle's manager.
He is his biggest fan, literally.
But good for Kyle.
This is huge.
Huge.
It's huge. However, not telling Amanda about it. It's like, if we are pretending that you guys are doing this to get back together, then you should have told Amanda. Him being like, well, I am realizing have to start doing stuff without her, blah, blah, blah. It's like, well, that's if you were going through a breakup. You guys said this isn't a breakup. Exactly. I get it. I get your excuse, Kyle, but if you actually wanted to fix your marriage, then that excuse wouldn't even be a thing.
And why are we not seeing more scenes of what Amanda and Kyle are doing respectively in their own apartments? Why are we not seeing the insight into that? I thought that, they were playing off the summer house. It's a spinoff. Those are two main characters in the show. What's going on here? Why am I not seeing it? It's because maybe they're not talking at all. Clearly they're not, because Amanda's out with Wes.
Well, I don't think that they were talking much anyways. I think that, but I do want to say, and I feel strongly about this.
Wait, pause. Because Amanda knew about the anal fissure.
They absolutely talk, just not romantically, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they definitely are in contact, I think, to this day. I think they'll always be friends. But at that point, you're so intertwined that at the very least, you have to talk logistics, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but why wouldn't the DJing come up? If you're going to talk about anal fissure.
Because he didn't want it to.
Yeah.
Because it's that's the whole point.
That's going to,
That's the point.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't care what your excuse is. You wouldn't have done this whether you were on a break or not.
No, I know.
But the thing is, what I was going to say
but
is, no. What I was going to say before I forget is, if you look back, I don't think they've ever had good communication.
Never.
Ever. This is never
been trashed.
Even at his most sober, if you look back in the beginning, it's like they never felt like a team. Ever.
Yeah.
Not once, not ever. Like, this is Kyle, I think that you want somebody that's going to let you go with the flow. The problem is here, and I don't want to put too much blame on either side because it's so convoluted. But if Amanda was a different person, right, and she was excited about this kind of stuff, he would have shared it with her. You're not, because she's going to respond negatively, and that you're going to do it anyways.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's just that Kyle's communication is just simply so poor, which I'm sure it is, but also he probably just is so sick of getting shut down that he's like, if I just admit the truth, it's better than her hating me.
Yeah.
But what you don't get is that's just going to make her hate you more.
Exactly. And it's going to make Kyle more miserable, which is then going to affect the relationship. And I also think it's interesting because could they ever really have good communication if Kyle is because Kyle is a work hard, play hard type of guy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So if Kyle was again taking on the burden of all the finances, right, in this marriage, he's then going to want to play real hard. So, why wasn't there an ultimatum from Amanda? Stop DJing or it's done. I just don't, I don't know. It's just so many things that I'm like, why?
Well, I think that they definitely had that conversation behind the scenes, but Kyle set him up so that at that point, it's already too late. I have gigs set up. This is saving my company.
Yeah.
I already have everything worked out. So anything you ask me, I have an answer for it.
But I wonder, did Kyle say, I have to do these DJing things because I have a $250,000 loan for Loverboy that we have to pay off?
He said that on camera.
And Amanda, what are you going to do to pay it off?
Well, he did say that to Amanda, and Amanda gave the best answer is, if it's a job, treat it like a job and don't drink while you're there.
Yeah.
But Kyle will never, ever, and you see, this is not had Westgate never happened, nobody would even people would be like, "Kyle's a fucking piece
Yeah.
of shit."
Oh, yeah.
Like, we
Kyle would be
we
the
can't
enemy
lose
number
the
1.
plot. I know
Yeah,
we
yeah,
really
yeah.
dislike her, but I'm like, this is hard to watch. Like, Kyle, you're so lucky that this woman left you because you would have been miserable for the rest of your life because you don't know how to be the type of man that she needs.
No. I don't
He
even
just
think he'll get married again.
I don't
Why
know.
would you? You're a DJ, you can travel all across the it's like Diplo. He's never gonna get married. He has kids. He's good. He had kids with people, and he's just doing his fucking
I
thing,
thought he was
living like a
married.
20-year-old. No,
Oh, well, either way, well, Kyle never had his kids, and he seems like he'd be regret not being a dad.
I know.
So I don't. But maybe you could get Sally knocked up or something.
Or Ava.
She's too young to be having kids.
She's like 27, he's like 45.
Yeah, she needs to just date
Grow
people
up.
her own age. He needs to grow up. So
Yeah.
Kyle is but Danielle is like, listen, he found the loophole. And she's right. That's what
Yeah.
Kyle did. He found the loophole. He has an answer for everything, and it does not make it not a loophole.
Which was wild to see because we know that Amanda and Danielle have butt heads this entire season thus far. And even Amanda was like, I think, kind of shocked to see Danielle like kind of standing up for her and being like, yes, thank you.
But that's
but
the
she didn't
thing.
show it too much.
Right, but that's the thing. It's like, hello.
I know.
Even Danielle is like, guys, because the guys are going way too hard for Kyle at this point. They don't know about Westgate yet, and they are like acting like Amanda is a POS.
But
and
they're
it's like,
also,
we don't know yet.
But they're also kind of saying like, why does she bring up all this past stuff if you want to work towards the future, which is 100% valid. I lived it myself. If you want to move towards the future with a brighter, better future together, you cannot sit there and dwell in the past. And that's the entire season thus far is what Amanda's doing. Having these side conversations, talking to Kyle, saying the same thing. What the fuck is that doing? Go on a fucking date. Make memories, do new things so that Kyle can see that other side of, oh my God, I don't need this lifestyle of DJing and fucking doing whatever. It's crazy to me.
Yeah, and even Owen said, like, he said it a few episodes in a row now. He's like, listen, I see that you guys are growing apart and there's no stopping this ride. It's done.
Yeah. Well, he was like, if you keep doing this, it's done.
But because that's the thing, it's like, and well, actually, at the end of this fight, that's when, Kenny's trying to be the big mediator, and Lindsay's like, no, like, this man has cheated on her so many times.
I know, and there was like a gasp.
And then Kenny was like, what do you mean? No, what's so many?
Yeah.
And Lindsay was like, we don't talk about it.
Yeah.
So it's like,
but it's like Amanda has talked about it many times. She gets all these DMs. She's got pictures. She knows he's doing this. He's sleeping over this person's house. This has been out there.
Yeah.
So Kenny, don't act like a deer in headlights.
He's literally,
and you're supposed to be BFFs with Kyle.
Well, he is. He was like trying to defend Kyle in that moment. But the thing is, it's like, what are you defending?
I know.
What are we defending?
It's over.
It's like not good. So it was tough. I will just say this, that I did feel bad because Kyle said this back in Summer House, like in Apology Dune on the beach. But he did say, I want 3 things: friendship, commitment, and intimacy from a partner.
Yeah.
And anyone with 2 eyes can see that they had none of those things.
None of them.
Not one of those things.
Not even half of one of them.
Not even half of friendship.
Yeah.
Ever.
No. They should have called it quits the dinner 3 seasons ago in Summer House when they were talking about kids, and that wasn't where Amanda was at. She should have said, we're 2 different people at this point. I'm out of my party girl era. I'm not Mrs. Send It. See you later. Good luck. Yeah. Find someone.
Yeah. And she could have found someone else by now. Now she's with friggin' West, who's cheating on her left and right in the press. Did you see that?
Yes, I did. And also someone from In the City spoke up recently on a podcast. I just saw this today.
Yeah.
Georgina saying, Amanda, you need to dump West. This is ridiculous. You're a dummy.
And it was like one of the girls from back home.
Yeah.
And she's like, you never talk to her again. I hope for her sake that that's all fake and none of that actually happened.
I wonder
you really
if it was
stay
at
with
the
him?
wedding they were at. Yeah.
I don't know. He's a piece of shit.
All right. Did he officiate a wedding?
Okay. So
Amanda did have a panic attack during this dinner.
Oh, yeah, she did. She walked
I did
out.
feel bad.
That, in your opinion, and
that was real.
Yeah.
100%.
Right?
It's a visceral reaction. It's like she couldn't even catch her breath. Yeah, I really did feel bad. And then Kyle's with his raspy drunk.
Shut the fuck up! Andre, I have 10 years on you! Andre, say it again! The thing is though, like he's literally living in a pressure cooker with like his business, his marriage falling apart, all this stuff. However, for you to have two massive mental breakdowns on camera within 2 months like that, but you don't just need a divorce, you need like therapy and healing. You need a weekend of no drinking.
No drinking.
Like you literally
That's what he needs because he's self-medicating at this point and he's gonna have a Fisher every week.
I hope not. He's wicked gross.
No, he's a fucking mess, dude.
Yeah, he's a mess. He's a mess. Oh, by the way, guys, and Kyle, fix this because our lover boy merch that we purchased, Carl's a Mess,
6 weeks ago
is not in.
Not here.
So
mailbox is empty.
So lover boy,
Carl's a mess. What's going on?
Yeah,
and also, are we still really suffering it, Loverboy? Because like with the press and everything, like, and me getting all these promotional texts of new flavors that they're making, are we really close to bankruptcy, or is this just
have we solved the problem?
Yeah,
like Kyle, just sell the company. Now's the time. Let's move on here.
Doesn't make sense to me. I'm sorry. But yeah, no, I think. Again, the season is getting better. This episode, there were some good points. There were a lot of boring points. And I'm like, guys, can we get a little lively? And Kenny, can you get a chef and not get the food delivered to the door and then heated in the oven? What are we doing in 2026?
And why was he like, we're getting the food catered?
I know.
I was like, well, if that's the case, I get my catering 3 times a week.
And they were like, it's all cold. And he's like, put the hot stuff on top. I'm like, what are we doing?
Oh my God. Yeah, Kenny, good job with the trip, bud.
So bad.
All right. So I think we've covered everything that we have to talk about today.
How many episodes do we think they're going to do of In the City? 12?
No, I thought the finale's episode 10.
Oh, so we have 9 and then we have the finale because this was 8.
Okay.
So we have 2 more.
Right.
Will they do a reunion?
I don't know, but if they do, I'm assuming it's going to be like in Andy's clubhouse.
Wait, I'm trying to think. Did I see anything? Because we would have seen posts on social media about a scene in chart.
Yeah. We know that they're having a reunion.
Right. Because Andy was like, it was crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So
and Amanda gets re-questioned and stuff.
Yes. So we have 9 finale reunion. Hopefully it's 2 parts, which I think I heard it is.
Okay.
Because I think it was a long day.
And then we need to switch gears to a different show.
Next Gen.
We could do Next Gen.
Because I'm caught up on that fairly.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Okay, yeah, we could do that. Maybe the new OC. It is the 20th year anniversary.
Yeah.
It would be like,
we should do that.
we can pop in and out there.
Yeah.
But anyways, so just sit tight, guys. Let's get through In the City.
Let's wrap it up.
And then let's not ever think about Summer House for another
Amanda
6 months.
Or Kyle.
Because I'm done. I'm done.
Although I'd like to see Kyle DJ.
Let's go to a show.
Let's do it. Foxwoods. That'd be fucking.
That would be fun.
Oh wait, they shut the club down. So where the fuck would he DJ?
Oh my God.
It's a tragedy.
Poor Fox.
But anyways, we'll figure it out. But I hope you guys have a wonderful day and a night and whatever time it is that you watch this. Okay, bye.
Bye.